Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings San Francisco. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Friday, May 22nd. You'll be interested to know, 120 years ago, today in 1906, the Wright brothers were granted a patent for their flying machine, formally recognizing their controlled, powered heavier-than-air flight and the practical design they had developed. That legal recognition affirmed their inventive achievement and helped launch modern aviation by protecting the design and encouraging engineers and pilots to build on that milestone. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Friday at Ocean Beach. This morning, it's looking choppy with waves at 4 to 6 plus feet. Conditions improve slightly to fair as the day goes on, holding in the same range. Winds are onshore at 6 miles per hour, picking up to 11 miles per hour by mid-afternoon, which will add more chop to the surface. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with the 1 foot outgoing low tide, when the west-northwest swell is 6 feet at 11 seconds, and the onshore wind is 6 miles per hour. The first low tide on Friday will be minus a half foot at 11 a.m., followed by a 5-foot high tide at 6:30. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 56 degrees for the water temperature. Saturday brings choppy conditions with waves in the 3 to 5 foot range and southwest winds around 9 to 12 miles per hour. Sunday sees a slight decrease in size with 3 to 4 plus foot waves, but conditions remain choppy throughout the day. Monday settles to 2 to 3 feet, offering fair conditions early before winds pick up again. This morning, it's mostly cloudy, and it feels like 54 degrees, with 7 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:18, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:54. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions, with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Looking ahead in the weather. Saturday will be mostly sunny, with highs near 59 and southwest winds around 10 to 14 miles per hour, gusting as high as 18. Sunday and Memorial Day are partly sunny, with highs in the upper 50s, and mostly cloudy nights near 52. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, after a year without dog court, San Francisco is set to resume its hearings in July. The city announced on Thursday that it is hiring an official to oversee these proceedings, which will address a backlog of 66 cases. Dog attacks have surged, with the Tenderloin neighborhood reporting more than a quarter of incidents, prompting local officials to take action. Sally Stevens, head of SFDOG, expressed relief, stating, "It's such a relief to see the hearings return." The new officer will hold about 3 court sessions each week, funded by public health dollars to ensure accountability for dangerous dogs and their owners. Now on to sports. Reigning National Football League Most Valuable Player Matthew Stafford parlayed one of the best seasons of his stellar career into a lucrative contract extension. The Los Angeles Rams announced Thursday they signed their quarterback to a new deal. According to ESPN, Stafford received a 1-year extension worth up to $60 million in incentives. His contract is now a 2-year deal worth up to $105 million. If he reaches all of his incentives, he will make an average of $52.5 million per year. This will tie him with Justin Herbert as the NFL's 8th highest-paid quarterback. Stafford will earn $40 million fully guaranteed in 2026. Securing him through 2027 ensures that Los Angeles makes 2 more Super Bowl pushes. With Stafford in the room for at least 2 more years, 2026 first-round draft pick Ty Simpson will have the opportunity to learn from him. Regardless, keeping Stafford figures to give the Rams 2 more bites at the apple. At 37, Stafford became the oldest quarterback to win the MVP award after posting 46 passing touchdowns and 4,707 yards. In local sports, tonight the Giants host the Chicago White Sox at Oracle Park at 7:15, looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. Trevor McDonald takes the mound against Davis Martin. San Francisco has dropped 6 of their last 10 and sits at 20-30. The offense has struggled, but Oracle's pitcher-friendly dimensions should help. This is a chance to get back on track at home. The team is facing bigger questions off the field, though. Trade rumors are already swirling around Rafael Devers. Less than a year after acquiring him from Boston, the Giants are struggling, and insiders are speculating they could shop the 29-year-old slugger ahead of the deadline. It is a sign the organization might be considering a broader sell-off. Meanwhile, the catcher committee continues to evolve. Patrick Bailey, traded to Cleveland earlier this year, homered Thursday as the Guardians swept Detroit. But Jesus Rodriguez, Herrick Hayes, and Daniel Susac in San Francisco have not delivered day-to-day consistency either, though Rodriguez had a walk-off single against Pittsburgh and Hayes went yard twice against LA. Down in San Jose, there is big news beyond the Sharks. The Professional Women's Hockey League announced an expansion franchise will debut at the Shark Tank for the 2026-27 season. Over 1,000 season ticket deposits already in, and the team colors, orange, blue, and white, match the city's flag. The women's team should debut in late November. In top news, Theo Baker's new book, How to Rule the World, exposes Stanford University's complex relationship with Silicon Valley power. As a reporter for the Stanford Daily, he uncovered research misconduct that led to the resignation of President Mark Tessier-Levine. Baker highlights the culture of ambition, wealth, and influence on campus. He reveals that venture capitalists seek out Stanford students aggressively, assessing them for potential success. Baker's investigation reflects broader trends in higher education, revealing the connection between innovation and ethical issues. His candid reflections on personal struggles add depth to a narrative about institutional perfection. In business news, traders are anticipating a slew of tech mega initial public offerings will push Warren Buffett aside on their first day of trading. SpaceX officially filed to go public on the NASDAQ, while reports indicate OpenAI may confidentially file for an initial public offering soon. Traders now see a 92% chance that OpenAI files this year, with a 69% chance for its rival Anthropic. All are expected to debut at valuations exceeding $1 trillion, which would be record-breaking. SpaceX was valued at $1 trillion in February, with a 56% chance of closing above $2 trillion on its first day. OpenAI had a previous valuation of $852 billion and a 65% chance of exceeding $1 trillion. Traders also estimate 47% odds that Anthropic will close above $1 trillion. These valuations would place these companies in the $1 trillion club, likely surpassing Berkshire Hathaway's current market cap. Analyst Adrian Cox noted that Berkshire Hathaway had over $350 billion in revenue last year, compared to SpaceX's $18.7 billion and OpenAI's $13.1 billion. Despite their massive valuations, SpaceX and OpenAI remain unprofitable. The longer private stay of companies has raised concerns about sustaining these high valuations. Cox reassured investors, highlighting that the U.S. stock market is now worth about $70 trillion. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 1.5% for the week to about $78,000. Ethereum is up 1% to just over $2,000. And XRP is down 0.5% to $1.37. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Waymo has now paused service in 4 cities because its robo-taxis are struggling to deal with heavy rain and flooded roads, a problem that already prompted a recall last week. One of Waymo's robo-taxis was spotted driving through a flooded street in Atlanta, Georgia, before it ultimately got stuck for about an hour. Waymo stated that safety is its top priority for riders and others on the road. The company also halted service in Dallas and Houston due to severe weather across Texas this week. Both the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board are investigating incidents involving Waymo's robo-taxis. And in entertainment news, this British detective series has fans eagerly awaiting its return. Set in Cambridge, this adaptation of the Belgian series Professor T has run for 4 seasons, totaling 24 episodes, with the latest season concluding on September 28, 2025. Lead star Ben Miller confirmed on The One show that Season 5 will hopefully premiere in autumn, while excitingly revealing that they are already working on Season 6. The upcoming episodes promise thrilling storylines, including a boxing match that takes a bloody turn and a series of sudden deaths at a spa. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American inventor and aviation pioneer, Wilbur Wright. And he said, "It is possible to fly without motors, but not without knowledge and skill." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Morning San Francisco.